Hi guys, what's up? So today, after meeting my lunch, I decided to read Grandpa's Great Escape by David Williams. So I'm going to read a few chapters. So let's get started. Hi guys, what's up? So let's get starting to read this book. So we can see it's from David Williams. Up, and away. I'm going to read the back. Many years ago, Grandpa was a World War II flying ace, but when he was sent to an old folks home, Twilight Towers, run by sinister matron swine, it's up to Grandpa and his grandson, Jack, to plot a daring escape. Little do they know the wicked matron is on them. Illustrated by Tony Ross. Let's get started. So, Grandpa's Big Escape. Look at that light down there. Let's carry on. This book is dedicated to Sam and Phoebe, who are nearly always good with lots of love. David. Here we are. And away. This is the tale of a boy called Jack and his grandfather. Once upon a time, a grandpa was a Royal Air Force pilot. During World War II, he flew a Spitfire fighter plane. Our story is set in 1983. This was a time before the internet and mobile telephones and computer games that could be played for weeks on end. In 1983, Grandpa was already an old man, but his grandson Jack was just 12 years old. Let's keep on reading. This is Jack's mum and dad. Mum Barbara works at the cheese counter in the local supermarket. Dad Barry is an accountant. That reminds me of one of my friend's jobs. Her mum works for an accountant, something like that. Raj is the local news agent, my favourite character. Miss Verity is the history teacher at Jack's school. Next page. There's still a lot of characters, I think. Yep, I'm right. This is the town's vicar, Reverend Hogg. Detectives Beef and Bone are a criminal fighting duo. This security guard works at the Imperial War Museum in London. Dun dun dun. Let's keep on reading, guys. I find this book's going to be very interesting. Next page. Miss Wang is the main mansion of the local old folks' home, Twilight Towers. Some of the elderly residents, they include Miss Trifle, the Major, and the Rear Admiral. Next page. This next one. These are some of the nurses who work at Twilight Towers. Nurse Rose, Nurse Daisy, and Nurse Blossom. Love, hate, Rose. Daisy, Blossom. They look like angry boys, basically. Just that like boys with a wig on. This is Twilight Towers. Looks very misty, very stormy. It said it's caring for your unwanted, so it basically cares for people who you don't really want. So basically, I think Grandpa's going to go there. This is the map of the town. The church, town square, the malls, don't know what malls are, the Twilight Towers, where the elderlies get to stay, the school, Raj's newsagent, Jack's house, Raj's flat, Grandpa's flat, railway station, and yeah. So let me carry on eating. First one. Circle. One day Grandpa began to... It's got no pictures in here, so let me just read it here. One day Grandpa began to forget things. It was little things at first. The old man would make himself a cup of tea and forget to drink it. Before long, he would have lined up a dozen of cups of cold tea on his kitchen table, or he would run a bath and forget to turn off the taps, flooding his neighbour's flat downstairs. Or he would leave the house with the express purpose of buying a stamp, but return home with 17 boxes of cornflakes. Grandpa didn't even like cornflakes. Over time, Grandpa started to forget bigger things. What year it was, whether his long-deceased wife, Peggy, was alive or not. One day he even stopped recognizing his own son. Most startling of all was that Grandpa was completely forgot he was an old-age pensioner. Pensioner means elderly. The old man had always told his little grandson Jack stories of his adventures in the Royal Air Force all over those years ago in World War II. All these stories became more and more real to him. In fact, instead of just telling these stories, he began living them out. The present filled into scratchy black and white as the past passed into glorious colour. It didn't matter where Grandpa was or what he was doing or whom he was with. Whom is another word for who. Are we? In his mind, he was a dashing young pilot behind the controls of a Spitfire firefighter plane. All of the people in Grandpa's life found this very difficult to understand. Except one person, his grandson, Jack. Like all children, the boy loved to play. And it seemed to him like his grandpa was playing. Jack realized all he had to do was play too. Part 1. Reach for the sky. I'm just going to tell you what the first chapter is. Spammer custard. It's another word in French. So I'm going to stop there, and then I'm going to read on from this chapter in a few more days, or probably when I finish my lunch or something like that. So bye.